Scenography is not just set design. Every object I put on the stage has a history. So I start off not by making scenery, but by making objects in the space that together tell the story, bringing space, color, text, research, performers, spectators, and into one unity. I was born in 1939, and that was the start of the Second World War. And my father was in the army before I was born, so he never saw me. During the war, I lived with my mother's parents, who were Russian refugees, in a very small house, tiny, tiny, tiny house, full of people, all shouting at each other. I was living with people who had been displaced. I mean, this is what it means, dislocation. After the war, my father, like many people, he came back to a wife he'd only known for 1 year and a child he had never seen. And this is the tragedy of war. It isn't just when war stops that things change, because war and the effect of war goes on for generations. This is why I do many works in my life that are about the terribleness of people killing each other and fighting each other. And why don't we learn? This is stupid. Why are people so stupid? Never mind what is scenography. I should write a book. Why are people so stupid? He was unemployed, and later my 2 sisters were born. They were the children that my father knew. For them, the Second World War is history. It's very alive. Also, I was much older than they were, and I think I was outside. I just felt like I was on my own. But more importantly than that, because I was this rather lonely, only child, even though I had 2 younger sisters, I read a lot. So I read history. I always understood that drama is about the very fact of life, however extreme. It's about the human condition. It's profoundly serious, even if it's a comedy.
We are their mothers, daughters, wives!
I think there's only about 10 stories in the world anyway. I mean, people tell them in different ways, but it's all about loss and love and life and death. That's what Shakespeare wrote about. It's what the Greeks wrote about. It's what Molière wrote about. You have to be a compulsive observer of human life. Show what has to be shown. That is about the human condition. And to try to make work that reflected things that were important to me in a much bigger context than just doing a play.
Yes, go ahead, do it!
This is a responsibility. I take it seriously because when you're me, I'm 78 now. I'm just trying to do what I can do, that's all. I'm very serious about it, really. But, you know, life's not forever. I don't want to think I'm dying, but when you're 78, you're not 28. And that's life, isn't it?